This is The Joe Gaither Show on BamaCentral.com.
Good morning, Tuscaloosa, Internet World, West Alabama. How are we doing today on a Wednesday? Happy Hump Day. It's the Joe Gaither Show on Bama Central, BamaCentral.com. Hanging out live in the Derek Daniels studios on the Bama Central YouTube channel, Facebook page. Listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Amazon, Spotify. You can find the show wherever you get your podcasts. We are proudly presented by Derek Daniels, State Farm Insurance. Call Derek for all your insurance needs at 205-758-3391. Call Purple Turtle Roofing for your free roof inspection today at 877-787-6635. We had our man Brax Garrison in the studio yesterday talking quarterback play, talking rematches, all kinds of things with Brax Garrison. You can call Brax and his friends at Purple Turtle Roofing at 877-787-6635. They'll come check out your roof today and let you know if you are good to go for the next foreseeable future. We're going to have a little fun today with Mason Woods. You follow Mason Woods at MAWoods_ on the Twitter machine. We're going to talk about Alabama's injury report, everything that the guys said yesterday. Up at the microphone, we heard from Ryan Grubb. We heard from Kane Womack. You can find that on the Bama Central YouTube channel. Make sure you are one of the subscribers to the Bama Central YouTube channel. We recently cleared 10,000 subscribers. Really appreciate that so much. So appreciate that. You can find all those press conferences right there. We're gonna have Coach Kalen DeBoer at 1 p.m. He's gonna be talking to us on the Zoom. So about 1:20 or so, you'll be able to see it on the Bama Central YouTube channel if you're looking for that. We'll talk about what we heard. We talk about the injury report, and we'll talk about keys to the game on Friday. It's time to start moving into what do we think Alabama needs to do? Now, obviously, Friday we will have a traditional Football Friday episode, but I'll be remote in a hotel room out there in Oklahoma City, and Mason will be right here in Tuscaloosa. And so, yeah, we'll get more in depth into it on Friday. We're also going to talk about the South Florida matchup. Alabama basketball tries to bounce back from Saturday's debacle against Arizona by taking on South Florida and defeating an old friend. Adam Hodgson brings in the South Florida Bulls. So we'll talk about that as well. So a lot of football, a little bit of basketball, and then we'll get on out of here. Mason Woods, good morning, sir. How are we doing?
Doing good this morning. Doing good. It's been relatively slow moving the last 2 weeks or so since really signing day kind of came and went on the recruiting trail. But things are picking up a little bit. We're starting to see some 2027 things happening, some guys naming their top schools and so on and so forth. I think Alabama was named in two players' top schools this week. So, things are moving along.
What is you said slow moving, but there's a fast moving recruit.
That is very, very, very true.
What's the deal with this kid from San Diego? Starts with a T. I don't even know what his name. Let's see. Because I can find out. Let's see. All right, here we go.
Fa'alave Johnson, as I understand it.
Andrew Bone, you tweet so much I can't even see. I can't even.
Running back, wide receiver, cornerback, safety.
That's what I wanted to see right there. Yeah, probably the fastest recruit in the class is from Hayes Fall. Okay, yeah, Honor Fa'alave Johnson.
I think that's what.
So we're gonna go Honor Johnson.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah. Or look, we don't need to be disrespectful. Fa'alave.
22.76 miles per hour on this clip that I'm watching here on Huddle. And for anyone that wants to go watch it themselves, yes, you can find it on Twitter. I'll probably try to tweet it out later today myself. But if you just go to his Huddle page, you look at his regular season highlights, one of the most recent videos he's posted, it's the first clip. And he gets the ball at about the 20-yard line. And next thing you know, he is in the end zone before, you can even blink, basically.
Yeah, so we'll see if Alabama can get involved with that. Because
named him as, I think, top 10.
Holler at us when we're at a top 5 stage.
Yeah, let me see that top 3, top 2, top what? Just give me the top 1. We don't even need the top 10.
That's right. Well, yesterday we were in the Mount Moore Athletic Facility for a while, talking to Kane Womack, Ryan Grubb, talking to Caden Proctor, Jeremy Bernard, talking to what were the defenders? Xavier Brown. And Bray Hubbard was up there. And so you got all those clips, all those videos on the Bama Central YouTube channel. But the most really interesting or important thing from yesterday was the availability report. We've been talking all this time. Alabama's going to be a healthier team. Alabama's going to be a better team for this playoff game.
Yeah.
And at 7:10, they put out the initial injury report. I messed up on BamaCentral. I need to correct that. But I thought it was pretty positive. Alabama's having several guys out, several guys that we already knew were going to be out. Cam Howard, Jamarian Latham, Drake Kirkpatrick Jr., Kevin Riley, Jeremiah Beeman, all those guys are already out. LT Overton ruled out again with his medical issue. And so those are the guys that are already listed as out, meaning everybody else is playing. Everybody else is good.
Yeah. Good. They are not good. Everyone else is playing.
They're healthy.
You can say everyone else is playing.
They're healthy.
They're not.
They're ready to go.
They're not.
No Jam Miller on this list. I got to update this because I wrote Cuevas. I wrote Cuevas and Danny Lewis with the P word, probable, and I need to correct that to questionable and questionable.
I mean, at this point in the season, every player on the field is dinged up. I mean, it is what it is. You are, 12 games in, 13 games in if you're some teams. But
you're good. You're fine.
You're
no Jam Miller.
You are not fine.
No Cam Dewberry.
You're not fine.
No Parker Brailsford listed here.
They will be in this game. They will not be near 100%. And as the game goes on, they will get lower and lower and lower and lower on that percentage. It's an objective fact.
Okay, that's fair that wear and tear is a thing, but this doesn't make you feel better that all these guys are at least. I mean, Cam Dewberry didn't even touch the field in Atlanta. Josh Cuevas didn't even touch the field.
He's had 3 weeks. I don't.
Right, exactly. They're healthy.
No, they're not.
Jam Miller didn't touch the field. He was running better down at Auburn, and then rolled his ankle.
That does not mean they're healthy. Like, you keep throwing this healthy word out there. No one is healthy. They are playing in this game.
Well,
sure,
we're not healthy,
but they are not healthy.
We're not, you and I are not healthy.
Yes, we are. We're not injured. They are all dealing with injuries.
I mean, I slept funny.
Just like everyone looked at this like, well, all Bama's got to do is get healthy. All they got to do is don't let Tide get healthy. And it's like, you're not going to get healthy. You are hurt. These guys are hurt. They are hurt at this point of the year. They might get able to play, and clearly a few of these guys are able to play. But like I've been saying for 5, 6, 7 days now, as soon as that game starts and Jam Miller steps on somebody's ankle or steps on somebody's foot and rolls his ankle just a little bit, tweaks that ankle just a touch. Oh, I got to come off a little ginger. Okay. All right. And he's back to 72%, 70%, 65%, whatever.
But still available.
Okay.
He wasn't even available on Saturday. But 2 Saturdays ago.
How much is it changing? You throw him in for 4 pass block reps.
That's 4 more non-sacks.
That's 4 balls Ty can overthrow to Ryan Williams. 4 balls that Jeremy Bernard can drop in this.
No, Jeremy doesn't drop.
Jeremy's had drops. Jeremy's had 3 drops. 3 notable drops the last, 4 games or so? I was reading it yesterday.
Maybe
Jeremy's got 3 drops.
Maybe I've had too many.
Isaiah Horton's got 3 drops.
Isaiah Horton's had
Ryan
some drops.
Williams, I think, has 9
on the year.
Yeah,
on the year, and like 5 of them were in the first 3 games.
It's just like this
We're
does not
better.
change anything.
We're getting better.
You're not though. Like, even if you're healthy, we still saw what this team looked like when they were healthy. It hasn't been that great.
Well, Oklahoma's offense isn't really that good either. So everything's going to be okay.
Their defense is so much better than anything Alabama has.
They're not that much better than Alabama's defense.
Yes, they are.
They're 9th in the country in total defense. Alabama's 12th.
They are that much better than Alabama.
Alabama's 9th and 12th is not that much different.
They are that much better than Alabama. Watch them play football. They get sacks. They get pressure. Bama doesn't do that.
They are number 1 in the country in sacks.
They do the things that a good defense does. Bama doesn't.
What are you talking like?
Bama gets no pressure. Bama gets no sacks.
Yancey Pierre exists.
And he had 1 good game, and then he's been like,
he's
all
had
right,
more than 1 good game.
Okay, but he is not our Mason Thomas. He's not really anybody on that Oklahoma front.
You've had better pressure than you're giving this team credit for.
Maybe.
Maybe this team is. I mean, they don't have Will Anderson out there, but this team has had better pressure than you're giving them credit for.
Regardless, the way we'll see. This is not going to go well for Alabama. I'm holding firm to my opinion.
Yeah, Oklahoma won in sacks. Alabama scroll. Let me do a control.
Keep on scrolling. You're gonna have to keep. You might have to hit show more.
Oh, I might have to. Control F. Alabama. Okay, Alabama 77th. Alabama 25 sacks on the year
compared to
they're 40. They're at 41. So double basically.
Yeah,
almost. A little less
than
quite, double.
But yeah,
25 is fine. That's 2 a game. Let's do a game. You'll get your John Mateer running around like a little mouse.
Just squirt out and run for 8 yards and convert a first down.
No, they got it for a few times in Tuscaloosa.
You're being way overly optimistic on this Alabama team.
Why shouldn't I be though?
Because they haven't shown you any reason to be.
They've shown me in 10 games that they can.
When was the last time this team played well?
Down in Auburn.
When they went up and then let Auburn almost come back and beat them
17-0
and let Auburn come back and make that a game. I don't really consider that a good game.
I mean, they ended up
you let a non-bowl eligible team take you to the wire. That is not a good performance. I don't think I'm crazy for saying that.
The Tennessee game they played pretty well.
How long ago was that? That was 2 months ago.
That was late October, wasn't it? Yeah, it was.
I mean, this team has shown you no reason to believe that they can go on and win this game.
What this team has shown you is that when you put their backs against
the first 5 weeks of the year,
when this team
and they've lived off that since.
When you put this team's back to the wall, they make plays. Their back was on the wall, and South Carolina's foot was on their neck, and they made enough plays to win the game. Well,
what happened in that game when their back was against the wall? They folded.
Georgia buried them from the jump.
You still had an opportunity. Back was against the wall, and you folded.
Georgia definitely buried him from the jump. You got 2 sacks in the November game against Oklahoma. Okay. You had Keon Sabb and Kelby Collins both. And hey, Kelby Collins not on this injury report. He was a couple times against Auburn and
Bama loses this game still. They have.
So I'm going to drive out.
There is
10 hours for nothing.
There's no reason for you to be this optimistic. Like if we had seen at any point in the last 7 weeks of football,
I'm optimistic about the defense.
Okay, that looks like that's a team that can go compete. I'd say sure, maybe they can find it. We haven't seen it.
I'm definitely optimistic about the Alabama defense.
Okay,
3 straight. They started the game with 3 straight 3 and outs against Auburn. They ended up almost having a 4 and out. Like Auburn scrapped it. Auburn basically took the 2 big plays. 2 big plays and got back in the game.
Okay, they still got back in the game. I don't. What do you want?
What I want is that you give the defense a little credit here.
For what? You lost 28-7 last time you took the field.
Don't be doing that either. You started on the 30-yard line on those drives.
So do exactly what we've said the defense is supposed to do. Bend, don't break. You broke. You broke against Georgia 4 times.
You started every drive.
So hold them to a field goal.
Well, that would have been a nice.
So hold
answer.
them to a field goal, Joe. If you're that good of a defense,
that would have been a nice answer.
I am not crazy for having zero faith in this Alabama team.
You're 12th in the nation in total defense, giving up 283 yards a game this year.
Oh, woo!
I think that's good. You know how many teams
but your
play
offense
football?
Is completely deficient in every category.
134 teams play football.
Okay. Cool. We're gonna sit here at the end of the year looking at 10-4 and say, hey, but that defense was top 15 in the country. That does nothing for me.
I mean, you got to start hanging your hat on something. If Friday's going to be the last game,
I mean, come on. Like,
we're not running off Caleb DeBoer on this program. I mean, you can, but
I'm not either. But it's absurd to sit here and act like we have any reason to believe in this team right now. They've shown us nothing.
Well, Dax told you why you should believe. It's Christmas season. Miracles happen. Christmas miracle.
I'll be watching Tulane and James Madison for my Christmas miracles. Thank you.
At Alabama.
I just don't believe in them. I don't believe in this football team. The defense is good. I'll give you that.
That's all I'm trying to fight
a good
for.
defense.
That's all. Hey, Xavier Brown is a damn good corner.
They are so deficient elsewhere, special teams and offense, that it means nothing.
I can't argue for the offense, and I really can't argue for the special teams.
I mean, you're 1 for 3 on the 3 phases of football for this team.
I wish I could argue for either offense or the special teams, but the special teams makes me puke, honestly.
It makes me sick watching them sometimes. It looks like,
hey, coach, let's go for it.
It really looks like they installed it in the spring and never practiced it again.
But I do think that Cam Dewberry back is going to help the offense. It's going to take the offense from a 0 that they were in Atlanta
to a 3.
Sure, that's all you need.
I don't think that's all you need. I think you need an 8 or a 9 against Oklahoma's defense.
You've put up 400 yards,
but you couldn't convert it to a victory. You couldn't score when you needed to score. Yards mean nothing without points.
Right, but the yards are they're the engine. You're like, of course, like you're never going to score if you don't have any yards.
Okay,
you're never going to. So you put up 406 yards,
and you didn't score.
Let's just take a sack there, Ty, in the red zone, and put Connor Talty back out there for another field goal attempt.
Ty will fumble that. He has done it 6-7 times this season. How many times? He did it 5 games in a row.
5 games in a row, right?
What are we like?
All two-handed monster, Ty.
Hey, Ty, learn how to play quarterback this week.
Well, he's been a good quarterback, for a good college quarterback.
He's been above average.
Okay, I mean,
he's been above average. He was good weeks 1 through 5.
He was great.
He's great.
Great.
He's been bad since then, and he averages out to above average.
Okay, that's fine. I think that's a fair take. Fair place to settle.
He is trending ever so downward. I mean, you see it in mock drafts. Like he went from 2 to 32.
That's fine. Just keep him in that top 32.
Please.
Field Yates. Keep him in that top.
I think and we're bouncing all around here, but as long as he stays in the top, is in those first round discussions until the combine, he'll put a good enough combine out there.
Oh, he's going to the combine. He'll wow him on the whiteboard. He'll get up on the whiteboard and
he's just got to be in the conversation when we get to the combine, and then he'll solidify himself there.
Right. A team will get him up on the whiteboard. A team will get him in an interview room, and they'll say, "What are your hobbies, Ty?" He'd be like,
"I like Legos and watching Seinfeld."
Yeah, they'll be like, "Oh man,
yes.
Are
you 50?"
They're like, "Not."
That show ended 5 years before he was born.
Not going to clubs, not women, not all kinds of Seinfeld.
Like hunting.
He'd be perfect.
Yeah, some team will like him, and I sincerely, with all of my heart, hope that a team is able to build around him and be very successful, and he finds a lot of success in the NFL.
Just like I'm thankful for Caleb Williams, how thankful are you at this point right now for Cam Ward? Hey, buddy,
I mean,
you all are drafting a quarterback.
That's nice. Don't get me wrong, that's really nice. And I really think that Cam Ward is going to be awesome.
Yeah,
but it's still, I think.
Okay,
it is still, I think.
Point being, you're not playing the Fernando Mendoza or Ty Simpson game.
That I'm glad, because I think Fernando Mendoza, if I'm being honest, is really the only quarterback worth drafting high in this. I mean, Dante Moore's exciting with the tools he has, but it's kind of a.
Is Dante Moore going back to school still?
He might be.
I think that's still on the table.
So yeah, that's fair. I am very thankful to not be drafting a quarterback, although I have not been. Like I said, I still think Cam Ward will be very good, but I'm not convinced 100%.
Don't be reading those message boards. Trust what your eyes.
I mean, you see it, and it's impressive. A lot of drop passes. The man just needs help.
Help me. Carnell Tate's coming.
As much as I would love that, I think you just need the team is so talent deficient in so many premium positions. It's bad. When you go 0 on first round picks like 4 years in a row, 5 years in a row, you can't. I mean, you set your franchise back.
Yeah, you've got to hit those. You have to hit those. All right, so let's get back on track here. none of these injuries on the out list are really that surprising.
No.
We were there on Monday. We didn't even see LT Overton. We didn't see Kevin Riley. We knew Jamarian Latham out neck injury.
Yeah.
We knew Jeremiah Beeman out knee injury for first week of the season. Cam Howard, I'm pretty sure, has already told the team that he's in the transfer
Anyone
portal.
that follows him on Twitter, I'm sure, saw the graphic with all of his
Right.
stats.
And he's been listed as out for like the last 3 or
Yeah.
4 games. I think that they just haven't made that public,
Yeah,
which I think is
good for you, man.
good
Go,
PR.
Yeah, go do your thing, buddy. That's fine.
And then, of course, Drake Kirkpatrick Jr. still serving his suspension.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're still trying to work out all the legal stuff and punishment, this, that. The only things on this, like, you have Danny Lewis and Josh Cuevas is questionable. And
I think you're definitely seeing Cuevas in this game.
of course you
Danny
are.
Lewis, I mean, it's not like even if Danny Lewis was healthy, he'd be much of a factor anyway.
Right. The walking boot, Danny
Yeah.
Lewis.
I mean,
Ryan Grubb, Josh has been a huge part of the offense all year. This is yesterday. So for us, just in the run game, pass game, everything he can do is critical. We've missed him, his leadership and his presence on the field for sure. And just his playmaking ability, catching the ball, breaking tackles after he gets the football, which he certainly did last time against Oklahoma.
I think we're maybe overselling that just a little bit. I think the biggest thing he provides is just that chip block to your tackles,
Sure.
which is huge. I'm not trying to undersell that. That's a huge help along the offensive
He had
line.
that hurdle
He's
against
made
Oklahoma.
some nice plays, but I think that the biggest portion of what you're getting out of him coming back is, all right, you can get some help along the offensive line, because look, I like what you've seen from the other guy, from the other 2 guys, really, Marshall Pritchett and
Caleb Edwards.
Yeah, Caleb Edwards. I like what you've seen from them, and I think both of them have high ceilings and can be great, but I don't think either of them are quite on the physical level that Josh Cuevas is.
I agree with that. We're going to go out there and run the ball.
I don't agree with that. I think you're going to try to.
Yeah, 80 yards in the last game.
That's bad. That's really bad.
It's better than what it has been in some instances.
And that's really bad.
I'm telling you, the offense. Ugh.
Yeah, there's not really any arguments to make for this offense. I think we went into this season kind of assuming, I guess, that certain pieces of this offense would be better than they were. I mean, I certainly assumed the offensive line would be a lot stronger than it has been.
I'm glad, at least in the summer, we, at the minimum, we're saying let's pump our brakes on the offensive line being great.
That's fair.
We thought they could be for sure.
And I know I was low on Ty Simpson, but there was the bit of hope that, well, if he can connect on these deep passes, then like this offense will look electrifying. You just haven't found it, and I think, I'm sure you've seen it on your Twitter timeline. You've seen people throwing out the 2023 Washington highlights with Michael Penix slinging it all around the field, connecting with Romo Dunze down there, Jalen McMillan. And like, that's what a Kalen DeBoer offense is supposed to look like. You are high flying, you are sending the ball downfield, you're throwing it 40 times a game. I just don't know that you have the personnel for that right now.
You probably do as a freshman.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's on the team. I don't know that personnel is playing right now.
Right, you're not going to throw. You're just not going to throw either one of those guys out there.
It would be so detrimental to their development to just throw them to the wolves like that. It is, we just got done talking about Cam Moore. Like, I like Cam Moore. And I love that the Titans have him, but I absolutely hate that you have to throw a day 1 rookie out there as your starter, because like, it's just like, and he had started his career against the Broncos, which is like the best defense in the NFL this year. So like, yeah, you get thrown to the wolves like that. It really sets you back a little bit, I think.
So let's pretend that Alabama's going to win this game. I know that's pretend for you. I think they will. I think they're going to go out there.
I really respect your opinion, but I do not agree with it.
I think they're going to find a way because I think you were so close in Tuscaloosa, and not a whole lot's changed really since then.
Do you think that, because I think that I do. Do you think that Brent Venables is a better defensive coordinator than Ryan Grubb is offensive coordinator?
Yeah, sure.
So that is playing into my thought a lot of Brent Venables is also looking at, well, dang, they almost got us. Well, I'm going to turn it up a notch.
Okay, sure. But I'll ask you,
I don't
turn it up to what?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what that looks like, but
I don't think you can turn it up.
I think he knows what it looks like. He is one of the greatest defensive coordinators, one of the greatest defensive minds in the country. I just think he is going to have so many answers for the things that Alabama throws at him. I don't know.
Right. Let me see if I can find this video quickly. I tweeted out the Oklahoma pressure packages. Oh my gosh. When it happened, I got so many dang videos on here from the last few weeks. Let's see. Where's the Oklahoma? Right here. Oklahoma. A 5-minute video of Oklahoma pressuring Alabama in Tuscaloosa.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how you can turn it up any more than that.
I mean, look, I think normal people probably can't turn it up much more than that, but this is Brent Venables. And I just don't think it's crazy to think that he's had, this notebook full of pressure packages sitting in his desk drawer with a lock on it. And he's finally says, all right, let's open it up and see what we got here. Let's install 2 or 3 new things this week. And then, good God, I mean, we know how this Alabama offensive line deals with any bit of stunts.
Yeah, they keep saying communication. We have to have elite communication. It's like, y'all not listening to each
athletic.
other?
That's what you have to be.
That's my biggest question when they talk about communication is like, are you just who's doing the communicating? Are you not trusting him? Is it Parker calling out this, calling out that? Is it Ty calling out this? Like, who's not doing the communicating? Is the frustrating thing whenever they give me the communication answer. But I just don't know how you can disguise things any better or any more than you did in Tuscaloosa. And I think they've been doing it all year long.
Well, then even if they don't disguise things any differently, why do we believe that Alabama is going to block them any better?
I don't know that they're going to block them any better. Okay. I think that you're going to avoid the 2 detrimental mistakes of pick 6 and sack fumble.
And why do we think that will happen? Because the track record's not great.
No sack fumble against Georgia, and their pressure was really high.
Bad pick.
Yeah, the pick was. I mean,
you also threw a bad pick. What was it against Eastern Illinois? Or
yeah. I mean, and almost another.
I mean, come on now. I just say, like, everything about this offense is really trending down against a defense that is trending up. Like, they got healthier. They got some guys back. I know that they're missing, and I'm blanking on his name now, the cornerback. But, like, you get your premium edge rusher back. And I just
you're out. Gentry Williams, Kendall Dolby, Jeremiah Newcomb, and Troy Everett are all listed as out. You got 3 defensive backs. I think Gentry Williams is the new name on the list.
So, like, and that's cool. You look at that and you say, all right, I still think Alabama has elite wide receivers if you can get them the ball. I don't know that Ty can get them the ball. They might be open down there, but can you get them the ball? And if you do get them the ball, will they catch it? We've not seen either of those things happen.
Well, if I'm Ryan Grubb, I'm asking Ty Simpson to pay a lot better attention to, like, look back at the Oklahoma game, and I'm asking him, hey, man, you see how many times you hit Josh Cuevas like 1 yard away, and he rumbled for 5, he rumbled for 6, and the touchdown to Josh Cuevas was, they're blitzing their ass off, and you just dumped it to him, and he run after the catch for a touchdown. Like, to me, Ty, we talked about it last week about where Ty's been great. It's been 7 to 15 yards, right? It's been 8 to 12 yards. Past 12 yards, it's been, and then not even, like, how many times did he throw it out to Daniel Hill in the SEC? Right. Yeah. And it's just not quite in the right place. If you can, forget the deep passing, forget it. But if you can just, hey, Daniel Hill right out to your right-hand side, you get a couple of times the wide receiver comes over the little short 4-yard hitch route right in front of your face, and you're staring down the field. Just move your eyes down a little bit and get it out to your playmaker. I'd like to see that be the answer to the pressure. People have been talking about, the quick game's not there. The quick game. It's there, but you're also getting yourself into 3rd and 10s. And so on 3rd and 10, well, of course we're not calling quick game. We're trying to get the pass to the sticks. And you're under pressure at this point, and the route's not developing. He's not calling plays where the route's developing quick enough. Well, you're calling 15-yard out routes because you're at 3rd and 12. And so for me, it's on 1st down, it's on 2nd down, it's being more creative on 1st and 2nd down, and it's also, hey, it's 1st and 2nd down. You don't need to hit a 12-yard pass. It's first, like, go back to the South Carolina drive where they're down 8, and everything has not gone right the whole day. Well, you go 15 something odd plays in 10 minutes, and it is just right underneath Jeremy Bernard, 7 yards, 7 yards, like right underneath. And you got Josh Cuevas right in front of your face in between two linebackers. Like, to me, that's where this offense can find a heartbeat and be like, okay, look at Oklahoma. I don't think John Mateer's been throwing the ball down. Like, yeah, he busted LSU's coverage at the end of that game for Satenga, but like,
no, I don't think he's been good. I think he's been better than Ty.
Same thing with Gunner. Gunner didn't play, didn't dice you up down the field. Georgia and Oklahoma were hitting you on these swing passes to the outside, getting the ball to their playmakers, screens and swings and the like. And it's like the easy throws that most quarterbacks can make. And then it was, we're going to hit you a quarterback run as you're going lateral, as you've been looking lateral the whole game. Well, now we're going right up your gut with quarterback run. And Georgia was handed off to the running backs that were elite. And so to me, it's like, can we not just steal a pay? Like, Ty, is he the greatest passer in the world? I don't think so. But is he really smart? Yeah, I do think so. So can we not just simplify things down and not quite take it to a high school level? Because I think Oklahoma's been running a very high school-esque offense. And I think that Georgia didn't really call that many high-level plays. But Mike Bobo thought, well, our defense has them in a box. We don't need to do anything but take advantage of our opportunities. Well, if we're going to play a 0-0 game with Oklahoma because you got two great offenses on the field, just keep it simple and try to take advantage of their aggression. I think that you can play the underneath game a lot better than you have over the last 6 weeks.
I hope so. I mean, I hope so. You know, I don't know.
Little chip and release from Caleb Edwards
is just not great there. You haven't seen, it's been since that South Carolina game that you've seen that kind of efficiency from this offense. Now, I do think, like you said, they've gone away from that a bit. They've seemingly tried to, I don't want to say even open things up, because they're still playing in this weird box where all we can do is one thing. But the easy plays have kind of not been there because they've seemingly been trying to target things a little deeper, further down the field at times. I just don't know. They are trending downward. I don't really. Getting a couple guys back is great. Getting Cam Dewberry back is awesome. That will help your offensive line. You still can't run the ball. You still couldn't run the ball when he was there. You still could barely block when he was there. It helps, sure, but it's not. You go from a 2 out of 10 to a 4 out of 10, 5 out of 10. Like it's still a bad offensive line, or has been a bad offensive line.
Sure.
So it'll be. We'll have to see. And again, still the point of hell. It's all relative, because as soon as they step on that field, and I don't remember what exactly was wrong with Cam Dewberry. Was it an ankle or something?
Foot, yeah, right.
The moment that they get those legs tangled up and he tweaks it, it's right back to him feeling hurt again. So you might.
But I'd rather him be out there than turn to 56.
I would too, but it's just nobody's healthy.
Give me William Sanders over 56, please.
Yeah, I think I'm with you there. It's going to be a dogfight. It's going to be a rock fight game. I just think that I don't trust Alabama to not make those catastrophic mistakes like they have. Whether maybe it's not Ty, it will be somewhere. It's going to be a fumble somewhere. It's going to be a special teams mistake. You're going to let them block a punt. You're going to muff your own punt return. Whatever it is, I just think that this Alabama team will make a mistake like that, because they have shown us that they will make a mistake like that over the last half of the season.
Do you think that Alabama's going to play with 2 punt returners like they did in the last game? They had Cole Adams front and Ryan Williams back, and DeBoer said it was because of an erratic punting from Oklahoma. Do you think we're going back to that strategy?
I really don't know, because I think the only reason Cole Adams and I think it was Katie that talked about this. The only reason Cole Adams is back there is because we know he's sure-handed. It's not because we think he's a dynamic punt returner that can go score for you or set you up nice offensively, whatever. It's just because, hey, we know that guy's not going to drop this punt. I don't know that there's anybody else on this team you trust like that, because they haven't really thrown anybody else out there that's been able to prove themselves like that. So I want to say that no, they're not going to do it because it didn't go so well last time. But then again, it's not like Oklahoma's changed their punting, theory or like they're still going to do the same thing. So you kind of do need two guys out there. And because I don't know that I trust Cole Adams to run, 50 yards across the field to go catch a punt or whatever. I just don't know who else I trust to put back there. Maybe you just throw Jeremy Bernard back there. He's like the most sure-handed receiver you got. Just tell him catch it and take a knee.
Lazia Brooks.
Can he catch punts?
He's been catching kickoffs.
Yeah.
Just
Where's Jalen Mbakwe? Wasn't that what he was supposed to do?
I thought it.
I mean, come on,
Did a great time to see him, but like you throw him out here right now.
I'm not actually advocating. I'm just more posing the question of like whatever happened to him. That was kind of supposed to be. It was like he makes a transition, and then it was okay. He might not be the most effective receiver, but watch him on special teams this year.
My man Connor Talty made how many field goals in Auburn? 2 or 1?
I think it was 2.
Yeah, right. He's going. He's going to show up as Tate Sandell. That's my bold prediction.
That would be awesome.
Tate's going to make it.
If this Alabama football team converted a 45+ yard field goal, I might die and go to heaven.
Connor, I'm standing on a limb for you. Don't cut it off behind me. Let me fall down and smack my head on two or three different trees as I go down. Doom, 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 doom. Ooh. He broke his arm.
Man, oh man. Yeah, I keep going back to, like I said earlier, you are only good in one of the 3 phases of football right now.
I think that's fair. I will argue for the defense. I will fight for the defense. I think the defense is strong, and I think the defense has played well pretty much all year long outside of the first week.
Yeah, I just think Oklahoma, while they are not great in offense, I think they are very good on special teams.
They're they're sound.
And they are elite on defense. So they just got you there. And like I said too, I don't trust this Alabama team not to make those catastrophic mistakes right now, because they have shown us so many times over the last half of the season that they will do that. Now, they've gotten out of jams that, your Ryan Williams muffs a punt, you're able to get out of it, whatever it is. Like, they've gotten out of it. Sure, they have been resilient, back against the wall. They've been able to fight through most of these games. But it's crunch time now. I don't know.
It is crunch time. We'll see a little bit more. We'll talk to Ryan Chapman, Oklahoma Sooners on SI for tomorrow morning. We're going to actually talk to him Wednesday afternoon, and we'll run it Thursday while I'm starting to drive. Mason, you got any tips for a 10-hour drive?
Man, you podcast guy? You got any good
somewhat,
podcasts,
but I don't have like a whole lot of them that I listen to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm basically when I'm on my own, it's music. When I'm writing, it's just like random tones, just tones to like zone me out and zone me into whatever I'm writing.
Yeah. Oh man, that's a tough one. I genuinely don't know what to tell you.
We're just gonna play "Ain't No Love in Oklahoma" for 10 hours straight.
I'd probably
just
go.
the whistle
podcast
of a long black train.
Try to find you a good juicy conspiracy or something that you can sink about 2.5-3 hours into, and that's a good chunk of it there. You got to mix it up. So you got to split it up. You got to do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. So you got to get a music period of a couple hours, But for me, at least, after so long of music, I start to it does off a little bit.
Right.
And it's like, all right, I got to get something that actually is engaging my
stimulates
mind.
my mind. Well, we'll see. We'll see if my Bears podcast, because it's Packers week again. So
I'm rooting for you.
We'll see how many episodes I've got of Hogan Johns.
Is it where is it in Chicago?
In Chicago, 7:30 on Fox on Saturday.
3 degrees outside.
Hopefully, it's minus 50. I hope it freezes Jordan Love's fingers off.
Yeah, it'd be a good one. I'm still not, I've seen a lot of people kind of crowning the Packers as like an actual contender, and I still don't know that I really buy it.
Well, they had a lot of injuries this past week.
Yeah. That they did. I forgot about
a lot of significant injuries this past week.
Yeah,
so
it's going to set them back. I saw somebody tweet out, this sets the franchise back 5 years. And I was like, what are you talking about?
Well, they traded 2 first-round picks for one of them.
But come on. As soon as Micah Parsons gets back, you're right back to being an elite defense. And you can win anything with an elite defense.
Boom! What'd you just say?
Alabama has an elite defense.
Yes,
they have a very good defense. I don't think they have elite.
All right.
I think Georgia, Oklahoma has elite defenses.
Those defenses probably look a little better when they're playing against a subpar offense.
I'll give you that. Hey, I'll give you that. That's a fair point. You got me there. But also, we're talking NFL and college. Those are 2 completely separate things.
Agreed, but very different sports, very different levels. All right, let's wrap the football conversation up with a little bit of news. Last night, Alabama hires a wide receivers coach to replace Jamarcus Shepard.
Cam Coleman's going to look so good in crimson.
Yeah, you snagging Malcolm Simmons and Cam Coleman.
Harry Thompson, too. Bring him in.
Like, the Freeze 5 is coming to town. Oh, my Lord. Alabama hires Derek Nix, Auburn's interim offensive coordinator, their wide receiver coach.
Now, which down was he doing play calling? Was he second down play caller, third, or fourth down?
I don't know. Right. But when he got all 3 downs, he was cooking.
Yes.
You know, you can say what you want about them being, 1 and 2 over the last 2 weeks. They averaged 507 yards, 42.3 points, and had 4 different wide receivers go for 100 or more yards in the 3 games that he called offense.
It really is genuinely insane how insistent Hugh Freeze was on playing with both of his hands handcuffed behind his back for the entire season.
Right.
It's just so weird.
Right. Derek Nix was like, hey, man, that Malcolm Simmons guy's fast. We're going to get on the ball. Oh, man, Cam Coleman can catch the ball. We're going to get.
Nah. We'll just keep running Jackson Arnold on first and second down.
What? Insane. So you're hiring Derek Nix, and people, you got Marquise Mays. Well, you can't talk about me, Mike and Duke, if we're going to hire an Auburn coach.
What are you talking about, man?
Buddy.
I have him muted on Twitter,
You
so
should.
I only saw other people talking about this, and then I had to kind of do my own digging and realize, it was, of course, Marquise Mays again.
And then you got other people. Why are we hiring coaches from Auburn? Well, buddy, it's a job. It's just a job. This guy, all right, go all the way through his background. Atala, Alabama. Yeah. Okay. Southern Miss player, Southern Miss coach, Ole Miss coach, Auburn coach, now Alabama coach. Like,
He's don't sell them secrets, Joe.
Right. Exactly.
He got Jimmy Rain on speed dial. He's telling him he's telling him what's in the pudding.
Sure. Derek Nix coached Kane Womack when he was at Southern Miss. Kane Womack played fullback for Derek Nix. I think this is a really, really strong move.
I really like this hire.
I think it's a really strong move from a recruiting standpoint, and I think it's a really strong move from a replacing Jamarcus Shepard. Look, Jamarcus Shepard was a really good coach, and I think that you had to bring somebody in here who was going to be a really good, high-energy kind of coach, and I think Derek Nix is that.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, we'll have to see exactly how the on-field results look, but I mean, I think you basically kind of went 1 for 1 here with your replace. I think you virtually hired somebody on a pretty similar level to what you had.
Yeah, and somebody who already has strong relationships with people that are on the staff. So I think it's going to be a pretty seamless fit. Yeah. I have no idea when his start date's going to be. I would imagine Auburn's done. Their season's over. I would imagine that there might be some Derek Nix in the building ASAP.
I would think so. He probably might start helping for some Oklahoma preparation. Who knows? Yeah. New transfer tight end as well. Blanking on his name at the moment.
Ford, something
from Oklahoma State.
Josh Ford, I think is what
right.
I think is what I wrote. Josh Ford. Let me double check myself. I ended up with like 7 or 8.
I'm not really sure how transferring before the transfer portal window opens works.
Oh well, you didn't read my article.
No, I didn't, admittedly.
No, he got to go in the portal because they fired Mike Gundy.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
They fired Mike Gundy late September. He went in the portal like first week of October, and he's been shopping ever since. He ended up with 16 games for Oklahoma State, only 4 this year, so he redshirted. He's finishing his redshirt freshman year.
Okay.
He played, 12 games the first year, 4 this year, so 16 total. 13 total receptions over these 16 games.
He knew that sink was shipping, or that sink was shipping. That ship was sinking.
From Stillwater High School, so right there in Oklahoma State. 13 receptions, 137, and 2 touchdowns in 16 games. I think this is just a body, just a blocker, but a
Jackson
blocker.
Marco, Dalton Brody replacement, whichever one moves on. I always get them.
I think confused. Brody Dalton's the older.
Okay.
I think Brody Dalton's. Oh no, I have it right here. You have, Cuevas, Peter Knudsen, and Brody Dalton, and walk-on Peyton Fox are all leaving the room, and I bet you Danny Lewis is leaving the room as well. Is a field.
How much would it hurt to see Danny Lewis go catch like 40 balls for 800 yards somewhere next year?
That part wouldn't hurt me. No, this is mean. But him being healthy for 12 games would hurt me. Hey, he can't stay healthy to save his life.
Yeah, God, it's just been a tough run for him, and it just sucks so much when you have guys that are very clearly elite athletes that just aren't quite built for the sport because they can't stay healthy.
Go play basketball.
Oh, man, if you had told him when he was a sophomore in high school, hey buddy, you might want to pump the brakes on football, he could maybe be a very good basketball player right now. Who knows? It just sucks for him. I hate that.
So you bring a new tight end, first transfer portal edition of the new cycle. He is not eligible. Just to be clear, he is not eligible to play in this game on Friday.
How cool would that be?
That would ruin that. People who say
just have mercenaries,
right? People who say the sport is ruined, like the sport would be ruined at that point.
Yeah, they're signing guys to 1-game contracts. Yeah, we'll sign you through the playoffs, and then we'll decide after that.
Yikes! So nice news for Alabama, adding a tight end for next year's class, and re-securing the hole at wide receivers coach with Derek Nix. All right, let's move to basketball here. Before we do, we want to remind everybody the program is brought to you by Purple Turtle Roofing. You can call Purple Turtle Roofing at 877-787-6635. We specialize in residential roofing, commercial roofing, emergency storm repairs, full-on roof replacement, insurance claim support, and more. You can call Purple Turtle Roofing for your free roof analysis, free roof assessment. They'll come check you out what you got going on. My man Brax Garrison and all his co-workers will come out and give you a free roof assessment, let you know if you got some trouble spots, let you know if you need a full-on roof replacement. If you do, they'll work with your insurance agents. Just because you call them doesn't mean you're buying a new roof. Call them at 877-787-6635. Purple Turtle Roofing. All right, the Crimson Tide basketball team is back in action after an embarrassing loss to number 1 Arizona on Saturday. They are taking on Brian Hodgson and them boys. They're taking on South Florida tonight at 7 o'clock in Coleman Coliseum. I'll be there for BamaCentral. It'll be myself, Hunter DeCider, and Will Miller. You've got South Florida that's coming in at 6-4 on the season so far. They have beaten Florida A&M, Coppin State, Kennesaw State, Western Kentucky, Utah State, and Charleston. So nobody of any significance at all. And so it's going to be probably a big old beatdown. South Florida, let's see. They are 86th in KenPom in the American Conference. They are 95th in offense. They are 83rd in defensive efficiency. Their tempo, pretty good little tempo, 19th overall in adjusted tempo. So still playing pretty fast. Well, obviously, Hodgson taking on the Alabama mantra there. Alabama, your updated KenPom ranking, 16th in KenPom. You have the number 3 overall offense. Your defense has fallen to 54th. So it was in the low 30s, and it's been sliding. 54th, 8th in tempo. You are playing still one of the hardest schedules in the world. Your net schedule is number 2 in college basketball. So you're taking on South Florida tonight. You don't know health-wise for several players. You got Amari Allen with a hip pointer. Keaton Bristow is still trying to work back. I guess he's never going to be healthy either. Let's see. Alabama injury. Yep, our man Hunter DeCider wrote that out. Aiden Holloway has practiced the last couple of days, so it seems like he is back closer to being on track. You've basically got I don't know, pretty big questions on at least Amari Allen tonight. And Keaton Bristow. Basically, I think Coach Oates is at the point of the season where you've got South Florida, you've got Kennesaw State and Yale, these last 3 games before SEC play starts, and it's all hands on deck to get healthy. He said yesterday to the media that we're trying to work with our trainers to make sure everybody's in really good shape after Aiden Sherrell's full body cramps. I don't know if I said this on air or not, Mason, but after watching Sherrell cramp up and after watching Latrell Wrightsell really cramp up in Birmingham, the just inherent thought in my brain was, are these guys taking care of themselves off the floor? Are y'all drinking Coca-Colas and eating pizza and eating wings and, or are y'all getting to bed on time, or are you staying up playing Fortnite? Like, I have no idea. I want to make that very clear. But the inability to stay healthy and the inability to deal with just small things that just nagging makes me wonder, are you getting to bed at 10 p.m.? Are you, eating a good breakfast? Are you drinking a lot of water through the day? You getting your hydration? You stretching? Like doing the things that a high level athlete needs to do to maintain your health. I mean, Aiden Sherrill played 13, 14 minutes in the first half, and you cramp up. You have full cramp, full body. Like something's up here. So
if you could, just take the next 3 games off, you count them as losses, but you get everybody maybe healthy before you have to play Kentucky. Are you taking that deal?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I would too. I'll eat a loss to South Florida, Kennesaw State, and Yale if it means everybody gets a break before Kentucky. Obviously, we can't do that, but that is the only thing holding this team back is health. It's been like this all. I mean, they're not the most physical guys out there, but I think when we've seen them at full health, they've looked pretty dang good. And you just can't get them at full health.
The other big issue is while they haven't been healthy, Coach Oates has not been able to work out, here's my rotation. Here's how I manage my rotation. Oh, this group is on the floor together. That group's on the floor together. These 2 mixtures work well. Those 2 mixtures don't work well.
Yeah, I mean, like these are all things that need to be kind of figured out before you get to conference play. And here we are 3 games away, and you don't really have a good sense of what you've got yet.
Yeah.
It's great that we've got Jalil Bethea back already. But when you're losing 4 other guys, what can you figure out?
Pretty tough to deal with. Pretty tough to deal with figuring out your rotation when people have gone in and out of the lineup throughout the entire non-conference play.
I mean that it's just the worst way to ruin a promising season,
right? Because I do think you have a pretty good roster. I also think that you have a pretty big deficiency in the rebounding department. We've talked about that, but. Largely, if they're all healthy, does Keaton Bristow and does he help your rebounding issue? I think that Noah was not healthy as much in the summer. And what was if his health was better, is he moving better? Is he a better contributor? Yeah. If Keaton is healthy, does Taylor Boboan have as much weight put on his shoulders? And is he, with less weight on his shoulders, is he rebounding the ball better? And then Collins, obviously, medical issue that's kind of off the floor. If you could have gotten him healthy, or if you can get him healthy, I mean, that's another guy who can give you 4 minutes in the post that, bang around with a guy like Owaka last game.
Yeah, they have been bitten by the injury bug, this team right now. And, obviously it's a long season. You got time for guys to get healthy, but when are they going to do it? You play so frequently. There's not really a lot of time for guys to get healthy week to week.
So you've got several players. The only name that I really know from South Florida is Joseph Pinion. You remember him from Arkansas? Went to Arkansas State for a little with Hodgson, and now is with South Florida. Guard type, wing type player. You've got Isaiah Nelson at 6'10". You have Damian Collins at 6'9", Isaiah Jones at 6'7", Joseph Omajofu at 6'5", and then Joseph Pinion at 6'5" as well. So I'm not really sure that the rebounding issue is going to get tested tonight. Basically, take care of the basketball and put up good shots, and I think you're going to cruise to victory. Alabama on the KenPom machine is scheduled to win 95-80.
Feels pretty right. I mean, yeah. You think they hit 100, maybe? We'll see. If the threes are falling.
Right. I think Coach Oates is going to want to hit 100 against his friend.
What is and maybe there is no way, maybe it's just kind of is what it like. How would you, if you're Nate Oates, I mean, how do you motivate this team to just play more physically? How do you because I don't know what you do. He's called them out in media, he's called them out in press conferences. He has directly called players out by name at times, and obviously none of it's working. So what do you do at this point?
You play your walk-ons.
Yeah,
you do. He's done that a while before.
Yeah.
Jacob Martin. You play Jacob Martin in the post in significant minutes, not in blowout minutes. You say
Start
that
him tonight.
You say this guy will bang. This is what it takes to play.
Yeah. You just have to do something. You got to do something to figure out because it's in there. We've seen it. We saw it, little bits of it when Bristow and Taylor Balboa. What game was it? Was it Illinois that they were both playing so well?
Right.
Just kind of playing off of each other.
Playing hard,
like,
getting after it.
Yeah, you have seen it, but just only in spurts.
You got to capture it and bottle it up and just.
Can we hire somebody to like stand under the basket with boxing gloves on and just throw punches at them every time they go up for a shot, and they just spend an hour in practice doing that? Something.
I think that was Brian Hodgson's job when he was here.
Yeah, I mean, we're missing a big guy now. I mean, he was the intimidator.
That's right. We got to get the toughness raised on this basketball team,
because that has been what has held them back, and we talked about it. In our little preseason shows, like it's been what's held them back basically the entirety of the Nate Oates era.
So we'll see what they can do tonight. You can follow all the coverage at BamaCentral.com. You've got Hunter DeCiver, myself, and Will Miller. We'll be in the building. We'll be taking care of your live updates because it's going to be on SEC Network Plus if you're not a Plus member. So, yeah, you can check it out right there. Obviously, maybe you can get on the pirate ship and watch it on YouTube maybe or something like that.
You can get a ticket for $5.
$5? Get in the building. Come on now. What better holiday cheer can you do than get to Coleman Coliseum
and nothing on a Wednesday
and
night.
spend $20 on a hot dog?
That's a great point.
I got to eat beforehand. I got to cook beforehand.
You better make sure you eat beforehand. You can make this a nice cheap night. Just do not buy anything while you're inside.
That's right. Get in there. So, speaking of, do you see my Bears for people?
Shoot, I can get you on the floor for $167.
There you go.
That's crazy.
Do you see going on social media at the last Bears game, the people going in with spaghetti in their Ziploc bag?
That's hilarious. I did see a video of somebody opening a drink and it as soon as freezing from the top down. As soon as they open it, that was sweet.
You're wearing so many layers that of course I can sneak a Ziploc bag full of spaghetti in my jacket.
Just it's dual function. It's warm and it's a snack.
Yeah, we love it. Apparently those guys, because they got tracked down, those guys, we've been doing it every home game. We do it. It's our tradition.
That's great.
And I was like, buddy, you better never stop. And if that's your tradition, you better have you 2 bags of spaghetti this Saturday.
That's pretty great. Like I'm trying to think of what better food would like, and spaghetti might be the best food for it.
Right, still is a Ziploc bag.
Yeah, you do some kind of soup like it's too liquid.
Right,
you can't eat that. Spaghetti's like S tier food for that.
Perfect. Bunch of meatballs.
Genius.
Exactly. Love it.
Yeah, there's zero chance I would attend a game that was that cold.
Yeah, no.
There's just no way I'm doing it.
I would love to.
Seems miserable.
I would love to, but like there's a part of me that was like, yeah, let me do that.
Oh yeah.
And then there's another part of me that's like, heck no.
As soon as I sat down, I'm ready to go home.
Anytime
you can't move, God forbid you have to get up and pee.
Right.
Oh.
Anytime that the advisor is bring cardboard to stand on so your feet don't freeze to the stadium concrete.
That's crazy. Oh man. Frozen tundra.
So we'll see what happens this weekend. We'll see what happens tonight in Coleman Coliseum. You can limit. Look, here's how you can help us out. Here's how you can help me out. You can leave us a comment at Joe Gaither 6. You can leave me a comment with your road trip podcast, your music suggestions. You got a great album you want me to check out. We'll be doing that tomorrow. You got a good podcast you want me to check out. I'll be doing that tomorrow. You can leave us your stadium food. What stadium food would you sneak into Coleman Coliseum or sneak into Gaylord Family Memorial Stadium on Friday night? I would definitely like to know about that. Leave us a voicemail at 205-462-7340. Extension 800. We are going to have tomorrow's show pre-recorded. We're going to be joined by Ryan Chapman, Oklahoma Sooners on SI. We're going to be doing that later on this afternoon after we talk to Kalen DeBoer on the Zoom machine. So tomorrow, if you leave us a comment, I will appreciate it. I'll love it, but I won't see it until we get to Norman at about 8, 9, 10 o'clock or so. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We will be in Norman. We'll have a Friday show. So if you're just looking for it on the podcast machines, it'll be there the same time as usual. It'll be the same YouTube channels as usual, same timing as usual. And then we will have a huge Friday night football. Friday night football in Oklahoma City. Mason, what's it going to take to change your tune between now and Friday?
Can Bryce Young come back?
Bryce, baby.
Yeah, can
Dun,
Bryce
dun,
Young
dun,
come
dun,
back?
dun,
I
dun,
would
dun,
like
dun.
that. Can we get J.C. Latham back? Can
Okay.
we get,
Yep.
I would take that as well. Is Julio Jones still out there? Can we get like 2009 Julio Jones on this team? I'll take that.
Only if we throw in the football.
That's fine. I think Bryce could get him the ball.
Dax texted me a week or two ago, about 2 weeks ago. Man, Ryan Williams' sophomore numbers are the exact same as Julio Jones' sophomore numbers. I said, I don't know that Greg McElroy was really throwing the ball that much.
Yeah, I like where your head's at, Dax.
Yeah, for sure.
We got to be honest here.
A little different offenses in 2000 and 2010.
Just a little bit. Give me Will Anderson on the defense too. Yeah, that'd probably help out. Pat Surtain. And then,
you don't need any DB help.
Give me Minka Fitzpatrick.
If you got the Alabama Avengers back together, it's going to be like 52-3.
Who would be the Alabama Avenger? I mean, I guess we have to cap it at say 5 people or whatever. From
so I can only add 5. I'm adding Bryce.
I can give you 6. I'll give you 3 on each side of the ball, maybe.
I'm adding Bryce. I'm adding Bryce and Will Anderson. I'm adding Pat Surtain 3.
I want Josh Jacobs.
I'm adding a running back, Najee for me. Josh Jacobs would be fine. I'm adding Najee, and my 5th is Jonathan Allen.
That's a great one.
Yeah, I'm going Bryce, Will, Jonathan Allen, Najee Harris, and Pat Surtain. I'm making.
I don't know that I can really argue with any of that.
I'm making this really good defense absurd.
Yeah, I don't know that. Maybe you could argue Quinnen Williams in there over Jonathan Allen. I think you're plucking hairs at that point. That would be fun.
Well, shoot, Quinnen. Dallas isn't that far from Norman. We'll suit you up, big dog. We'll suit you up for one night only.
Yeah, we'll get you out there. Nobody has to know.
We'll just put Smith on the back of the jersey. James, you're sitting out this game.
In a shocking turn of events, Jamarian Latham is back.
yes.
He looks a little different, but ignore that.
That would be wild. All right, we're off the rails here, so we got to finish up. We're going to talk to Kalen DeBoer at 1:00. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow morning right here on the Joe Gaither Show on Bama Central, BamaCentral.com.